Welcome, supporters. How are you guys? Myself, Todd.
And myself, Roar.
Today, let me narrate you a story about
Krish, a boy who traveled to the moon. To know more, stay tuned to Tune to Relax.
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Krish who lived in a small town with his parents.
Krish was a curious and adventurous child who had a fascination with outer space. He loved reading books about planets and galaxies. One night, while Krish was stargazing through his telescope, he saw a shooting star streak across the sky.
Excited by this rare sight, Krish closed his eyes and made a wish to go to the moon. He imagined himself floating in zero gravity and exploring the craters.
He had a sound sleep that night after his stargazing. To his surprise, the next morning he woke up in a spaceship. Krish was thrilled to realize that his wish had come true. He looked out the window and saw the Earth shrinking in the distance as the spaceship soared through space. After a few hours of traveling, Krish finally landed on the moon. He stepped out of the spaceship and took his first steps on the lunar surface. Krish was amazed by the desolate landscape and the vast expanse of space that surrounded him.
He spent the day jumping and bouncing around on the moon.
He spent the afternoon taking pictures of himself in his astronaut suit. He explored the craters and gazed Earth and admired its beauty from moon. He even tried to make some arts from moon dust over his footprints. Krish had fun time in leaping around the space. He spent rest of his time collecting moon rocks and pebbles. The next day, Krish continued to explore the moon. He visited the canyons, observed the strange rocks and formations, and even tried to dig for water. He marveled at the beauty of the moon and the endless possibilities of space exploration. But soon enough, it was time to return home. Krish boarded the spaceship and strapped himself in for the journey back to Earth. As he sat in the spacecraft, Krish remembered a small, shiny pebble he collected as a souvenir from the moon. He knew it would make a great addition to his aquarium back home. When he returned home, he told his parents all about his adventure. From that day on, Krish's aquarium had a special piece of the moon in it, and he would always remember his amazing trip to space.
Oh man, will you please? Let me narrate the story, please.